Hey everyone, I want to remind you that waylays and melees are a bunch of adults using adult language talking about adult content, so viewer discretion is advised. Thank you.
Last time on Waylays and Melees.
What's your name, stranger? The
My
one
name
with
is
many...
Rayne.
Rain? Well, like, the water that falls from the sky?
No.
It sounds like it. When you say it and then I say it, it sounds like the same thing as
So
what...
fill, like as in fill up my cup?
I could.
Okay.
If you had it.
I'm sorry. I'm done with this game. I'm
I
done.
got 3
I'm just
gold
walking
for
away.
you.
Wait. Stop. Do you see that out there? And panting and out of breath, you hear Greg and Ebron's... Yeah. I see. What is it? And you hear her say, I think they're horses. Immediately puts her hand on the left horse and then slowly climbs onto it. She's, help me! Get me off of this! I am stuck on here! I cannot get off of this! Help me, somebody! Help! Stop! Stop the horse!
At the 10 feet mark, I'm just going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, okay. You see that they get pushed away from you, further in the darkness, and large bubbles emanate from where they were and float up to the surface of the water. And in the moonlight, the last thing to hit is her face. And it's closed-eyed, open mouth, looking upward.
Waylays and Melees now!
From broken homes to the great wide, unsettled souls roaming through this life. So we all try to do what's right, but it's a long, long road to ride until you cross to the other side. Peace, find your soul wrapped in warm and love, 'cause we all try to do what's right, but it's a long, long road to ride. Oh, it's a long, long road to ride. Hey, it's Shamas, your friendly neighborhood DM. I want to let you guys know before this episode started, the previous episodes thus far have been a learning curve as we were teaching Carl how to do audio engineering and whatnot. So there have been a lot of mistakes, i.e. some of the episodes have gone where it's only going through one mic, and the rest of them are turned off. Some of them aren't loud enough. So there have been a lot of technical errors, a lot of stuff that I overlooked and I should have been more attentive to. So that's a big part on me, but all of it is kind of like, we're we're doing the best we can while living our lives and trying to create this content, and have fun still. And so with that being said, we very much appreciate you guys hanging in there with us this far. As we go along, I hope that my editing skills only improve and that you guys enjoy it even more. I want to warn you that this is probably the worst audio episode that we have, solely because it went through the computer instead of the mics, and I didn't check it, so I apologize for that. The story's good. It's actually a super important episode, which is why I didn't scrap it or try to do any lines over or anything like that. And that's not really our style anyway. We're more of a raw type of show. So hopefully you can bear with it. I appreciate it if you do. If not, maybe you can get it through the recap. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys nonetheless. You guys are amazing. And hopefully it's not too bad. Good luck.
welcome to Waylays and Melees. You
30-minute
sad
recap.
sacks who decided to continue listening/watching this. It's not our fault at this point. I'm your DM, Shamas, and to my left is
Falco grub Blake.
Bleak? Like Bleak?
Yeah, Blake. Blake.
It's very sad.
Blake.
And
I
full
said
of
Blake.
despair.
I have a
sad.
slight slur, motherfucker.
To the left
Blah, blah, blah.
of Blake, some would say, is
My name is Elliot, and I play R9731. Welcome to Waylays and Melees.
Hold up, what's with the voice, bud?
that's his voicemail.
Did the
Working on it.
did your poison ivy affect your voice?
No, he got called a baby, and now he has to like super prove.
Trying to
It's not
smoke
even
cigars over there?
compensating.
That's understandable.
I'll cheer
That's
up over here
understandable.
for
Yeah.
that Falco boy.
It's not like
You-
compensating.
You want to go
at
pull
this
some poison ivy, see who have it too?
point. I have
I'm
shumac.
not allergic.
I eat shumac.
I used to not be.
Used to have
To the
I got it
left
real bad a couple times.
of Elliot is
Grammar Voltnik, playing Surtos Erbos.
and then there's I guess Carl.
You suck,
I
Carl.
like
Damn
the
it,
way
Carl.
no his reactions so far have been fucking great. In like the first session, our session 0, I said show your face, and he walks in front of the camera, and it's like clavicle down to his waist. There's no face, nothing. He just walked in, put his hands up, and then walked away. I don't know, maybe I'm here, whatever.
He's the best.
It's the best,
That's
dude.
pretty good.
I hope that if we ever get like any sort of fan base, that he becomes the meme that like is our spokesperson.
Nobody even know what he actually looks like because they just see that.
And anytime like
Are you
someone
really him?
accidentally
Yeah,
gets,
no.
anyone like accidentally gets like a face shot of him, that they just put something over it,
Yeah.
blur or like put an emoji over his face,
Oh god.
like he's a sweet baby boy that we have to protect.
He's the fence guy from our
Even when he gets
Home
over
Improvement.
18.
Huh?
Even when he's over 18, he's still.
Yeah, sweet baby boy.
Nope, can't do it.
He's like 25, have his own family, be like sweet baby boy.
You got into this, we're leaning into it hard.
I mean, that's how you
This is
bring
for
it.
life.
We need a Carl Light as well. As we grow.
Carl Light.
Yeah, Carl, Diet Carl. In this game of D&D, which we play sometimes in between
Occasionally.
in between our banter.
What?
Uh,
We're playing games?
what?
Holy shit.
Not on purpose.
Was I supposed to have this ready?
As Elliot has previously mentioned, he was hanging out in the woods with Amelie and
A 12-year-old boy, which is weird.
Yeah,
Who brought the 12-year-old boy to the game, Blake?
Carl?
God damn it, Carl.
Coral.
I'm 2. So it's not that weird.
Now y'all understand why Surtos was so sad to see Amelia die.
Like 2.5.
Can't wait
Like,
to see
you
how much.
kind of helped that along, though. You helped speed that process.
Hey, it was
Okay, let us get into that. let us relive that situation.
what's not. He's
Because-
already in PTSD mode.
A Falco grub, right? It is not plural, correct?
Just grub.
Yeah, just the one. Just the
Grab
just the
grub?
There
little-
are 2 B's,
Yeah,
which are plural.
Grub
Is there an A?
it's a grub B.
It's
There's
a
a grub
real
A.
roll the B.
There's a grub A and there's a grub B. Roll. Is
Can't do that yet.
waiting in the water, and waiting for that couple of moments as that devil man just left him
Horned man.
and
Come on.
horned man and submerged himself deep into this lock pond / lake, apparently.
Small lake.
Small lake. Yeah. You're not growing up yet.
I didn't write in my notes what it was. So.
I think a lock is big, right? A lock is
Lock
just
is like,
a lake.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
locks
The
the
giant
lake,
one,
but
yeah.
more landlocked.
So we'll say like a large pond. Yes.
Is it coming off of a glacier?
So I was right.
Does it have to for a pond?
No.
Okay, calm down.
I'm
like that.
setting my scene!
From the large mountains that are no longer there. All right, so he's waiting in the middle of this placid pond, the moon is striking off of the surface of the water, and the commotion of a screaming dragonborn that is now being muffled and dragged through the shore to the land has somewhat quieted down. Only the kind of quickened waves being splashed by you treading this water can be heard in these couple of moments. And then from somewhat beneath you, but definitely before you, you feel this this kind of shockwave that hits you, hits your legs, hits your torso. That's everything that's submerged in water gets hit, and the like in Jurassic Park when the ripples in the glass of water happen from the footsteps. All around you does much the same. It's a very quickened ripple effect that protrudes outward, and then all of a sudden you hear a muffled and then a few very large, but only a few of them, air bubbles surface about 30 or 40 feet from you, and then there's nothing, and still and quiet. And even on the shore, it's relatively quiet. Then a moment later, as you're intensely watching and waiting for Surtos to tell if he's dead, to tell if he saved her, something, anything, a face emerges from the surface of water about 5 feet from you, bursting through, and and it is Surtos coming back to the surface. Take it away.
Did you get her? What? You okay? What happened?
Shore.
Sure. Okay.
Let's just go to the shore.
Okay.
And just gonna put him back on my shoulders, and so I'm gonna need you to explain to me a little bit.
Okay.
What the fuck is all this water? Like this is water, right?
Yeah.
Just here.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's a lake, pond or something. I don't know how big it is, but
Lake.
it's a body of water. It's like big puddles. Do you know what a puddle is? It's like a
Puddle of
gathering of a
blood?
lot of water. Kind of, but just water.
It's a gathering, like it's a church assembly.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they like to protest, and that's called Rayne.
Yeah, that's what
I would just like to say, fuck whatever this thing is. I don't want it. I don't want it anymore.
Dangerous.
I'm tired of this shit.
You can start to feel the that mucky ground beneath you, and your feet finally you're at a more shallow depth now, and you can actually tippy toe now instead of just swim if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I feel bad because I almost had her.
It's okay. We tried.
Yeah.
We do the best that we can.
No more horses. Those things are weird.
Yeah, let's. Is this shit normal here? Like, I'm used to dangerous shit, but this is like surprise you dangerous shit. Like,
As you're talking, there's a more chaotic scene happening on the shore that you're approaching, which is, do you have, what is R9731 doing?
So, he and Tib are holding down Greg and Ebron. I think I was able to get a tourniquet on his arm. And for now, yeah, just trying to silence him and keep him quiet.
Okay.
And, yeah, about it.
Alright. Would he aim to do any sort of medical check, or would he leave that up to somebody else, or expecting somebody else, or not even thinking about it?
I know
Do a
from
medical check.
Medical?
Yeah, because I thought you said he was able to tie the tourniquet around the
He
wrist.
did. He did do the tourniquet, which
Yeah.
took a medical check.
Okay.
I know you gave me about a timeline, essentially about how long we might have before he's going to need real real attention to it.
Yeah, you know that like 12 hours, I think is what I said before, because that's kind of the severing, like unless you can cauterize it,
Right.
and close the bleeding.
Okay. I guess as far as anything else I could do right now would go, I guess I would just inspect it and make sure everything looks good as far as my work thus far. And
Okay. As you guys have just finished the tourniquet, how do you want to keep him quiet relatively? Are you just muffling him with your hands? Are you like putting the pillow over his face, being like, shh, it's back this way?
yeah, just hold my hand over his mouth for.
I thought you were going for the pillow option.
Or at least, I guess, if he's
we get a pillow.
if he's a dragonborn, I guess it would be like
he's
holding
a
him like
robot.
a dog.
He's a robot.
Yeah.
He produces that.
And that was,
Like,
I'll
eat
be
your fucking pill.
trying to motion, like,
Yeah.
trying to get him to be quiet and see. I guess what's his reaction to that? Is he still screaming and?
He's half and half. He's trying his damnedest to be quiet, but relatively he is older in age. He's not like a spring chicken
Right,
of a dragonborn. He's older.
Not able to take that as well.
Yeah, like he's seen some shit based on the scars and stuff that he has, but he's also frailer. Body's already breaking down. So yeah, he's trying to stay quiet relatively, but when the tourniquet gets tied the first time, there's a yelp, and when it gets the stick through it and then turning it around again, tying it that second time, there's more of a yell, and then when he has to like move it to try and sit up or get up or whatever, there's a lot of yelping and pain.
Okay.
But relatively trying to stay quiet.
Okay. So I guess I'll address. So you guys are approaching now. Is that that right there?
Yeah, they're like about 5 feet from you.
Okay. So I guess I'll just kind of turn to these guys and say we need to keep moving. He's making a lot of sound. If anybody's looking for us, we need to start getting away from here.
I'm literally just gonna walk kind of past him, throw my hand down, and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh.
Just grab his stump.
There's
I like that.
There's magic in this game.
Grab right onto it and just grab.
Yeah. 11 points of healing.
Awesome.
And then I'm just gonna keep walking.
He
I'm gonna
will
take a foot
quiet
picture.
down,
Yeah.
and like you don't feel resistance from him. And when you look over, his
Has a
eyes are
hand?
closed. Huh?
He has a hand again.
His eyes are closed, and he's docile.
Okay. Now, will this still require a tourniquet, or does that pretty much close that up with
Do
magic?
another medicine check.
All right. I will. Oh, hold please.
I think he's checking which one to use.
Jesus.
Okay. All right. Medicine check.
Yes. You got all the good rolls. You got all the good rolls out before you.
Who got? I'm gonna.
What was it? A 1?
Yeah. I rolled
You went
I rolled
from
a
a
nat
20 to
20
a
and I
1.
rolled a nat 1.
How's this you turning in?
Yeah. Medicine. That is a 14.
You notice that the blood isn't
Okay,
kind of
better.
spilling out, and as you look at the hand itself, you notice that it has coagulated and scabbed over
Okay.
the actual stump. Not
So,
the hand, but the wrist.
No need for cauterization, at least at this point.
It's basically the same thing. Like it's,
Right.
yeah, so the tourniquet would probably just hurt the arm at this point due to circulation.
He's passed out now. Then.
Yeah.
Falco. Can you carry him?
I could try, yeah.
All right. Let's move.
19.
You're doing a strength check?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's less of your ability to carry and more of how awkward.
Oh, it's gonna be
Fucking
awkward. Yeah, I figured
That's-
it's
I'll
awkward.
But no, it actually with a 19, it's
Super
not.
awkward,
You
good, bud.
actually, it's somewhat like the firemen carry. You like drape them around your neck like a minx fur, and then you are just walking because you have your body type is that you have like bulging muscles, like too big for your body
Yeah.
basically, and so you're like pit bull of a neckline is it's just like what is who Dave Bautista,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Oh my
just
god.
walking around in 12-year-old body form and being like, I'm invisible.
Not so many tattoos.
12-year-old Dave
Maybe
Bautista.
as many tattoos. We
Maybe,
don't know. Listen,
maybe.
it's dark out.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
No, but you drape him. He is a big boy though, so it's basically like watching a floating, passed out dragonborn with like his feet out in front of him, laying on his side in the middle of the air, just like bobbing up and down every now and then. And then if you looked on closer inspection, there are tiny muscular legs, just one after another. Definitely didn't miss leg day.
Ooh.
Of the
Shit, just wait up, don't walk so fast.
However, the
Jesus
only hindrance that you do notice is that the wet soil beneath you does seem to like you press into
Went
it
deeper.
a lot more, but that's not gonna hinder you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just like the only uncomfortable situation of this that you found. Tibbs is going to, as you guys just begin walking, she's going to put her hand up and motion to be quiet and to get down. Seeing this, Falco, what do you do specifically?
It's gonna affect the stealth roll.
Okay,
Carry
go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody else, what do you want to do?
Get down a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on.
Do you want to do stealth rolls?
I'll stealth, but first I want to kind of check our surroundings and see like
Give
what
me
I
a
think.
Perception.
I got 8.
8?
Yeah.
That's perfect, because that's what I was hoping that you wouldn't roll very well, to be honest
Yeah, I
with you.
figure.
9.
9. Oh, wait, for perception?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll just
You peek around and you don't see anything out of the ordinary. What do you want to do?
I'll whatever way we're going. Is Tib leading us out of here at all, or
You guys are clustered right now. No one's taken the lead as of yet.
Okay.
It was much like that he just got Falco for the pockets. I motion with my head. I'm like, everyone will know what I'm talking about. Falco just picked up Gregory Nebrin, and so you guys were like a couple of steps ahead, but are waiting. And so once he picked him up, you guys are just moving now.
so whatever way I guess we were going away because we were running this way and then we saw the lake
It's true.
out this way.
Yep.
So I'll just continue going the way that we were going.
You're gonna
past the lake.
continue walking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go kind of just to go in that same direction we were headed away from the caravan, and I'll start to just all right, let's go, and then put on my stealthy shoes.
That's right after she said to halt. Right? You're still gonna go.
Shoes.
I want him. Huh?
Tibbs.
Tibbs.
Said that we were
Tibbs.
holding. Or
Said
to
to
hold.
wait. Put her finger on her mouth to be quiet, and then
I must not have been listening.
You done said.
classic Elliot.
Fuck you, Tib.
That's why I was confused. I was like, all right, no, I'm down for this, but like, are you sure that's is this what we're doing? Because rocks
I at least
fall.
tried to hide there.
I mean, I'm going stealth because
Yeah, I'm
fucking
gonna
everything
get
else
down.
in this world is fucked with me.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
trust
stealth
anything
regardless. Whether I'm walking or hiding, I'm just stealthing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a stealth.
11.
A lemon.
Level 1.
15.
Nice.
Damn. Feels like that stealth.
All right. So you guys stop. Falco bends his knees.
I can't do
A little-
much.
Like a little bit.
What do you see?
He's pretty sure he looks like a fucking bush right now. Like he's
He
good.
stealths behind Greg.
No, he doesn't. Like he doesn't even move at all. He's still holding onto him on his shoulders and stuff, and he just bends the knees.
Maybe they'll think he's just a little.
Yeah, he's
See
like a
me.
shrub. He's a shrub.
It's an
Right.
oddly shaped shrub out there.
It's got a lot of scales.
I mean, it's
Is that
dark
tail?
out.
And Surtos is walking and isn't quite sure. He's actually, for his stance of how he's standing right now, would be extremely stealthy, except he's standing against the moonlight bouncing off of the water. And so he's standing there, he's like, yeah, man, where I'm at, no one can see me. Like, is perfectly silhouetted.
I don't know what the moon is!
And then R9 731 has walked over and was about to just take the lead and keep going when Tibbs said that, so he just stops and then stands very still beside a tree, like against it, and becomes one with the tree basically. So like he just looks like there's like a young tree.
This tree is happy.
Yeah, and then there's like R9 who's like right next to it, and then there's a larger tree that's like on either side. So yeah, that's where he is. You guys can still see him, but he is very linear in his body shape. So but everybody but R9731 give me a perception check.
9.
Well, I don't see shit because I got a 1.
You got a 1.
I got a 1.
All right.
So
9?
9.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
So
When I did
I don't see anything.
Tibbs is looking off into the distance, and then waits for a moment. You see her take a breath. Okay, go. And motions you guys to go.
What the fuck was that?
Oh, the hunters are coming for us. Didn't you see their torches? Well, they
No.
were down the way.
Oh.
Let's just fucking. I'm hustling.
Okay.
Fucking nothing makes sense.
power walking.
The
Is he walking faster than I am?
No.
he has the same traveling speed. So. Technically no, but in my mind it looks like it. Because it looks like he takes less effort to do so,
Autonomy.
and you're like, fuck this.
My strides are probably much bigger.
Yeah.
Probably.
You just take fewer steps.
Is there a foothold on him? Do you have a foothold on you?
Oh no. No?
Give me a perception check.
No. Give me a perception.
Look,
18.
just
Aw.
because you don't believe you were born with one doesn't mean that someone can't make one from you.
18.
There are what look to be jutted holders on his waist, which would make sense to slide, say, weapons, or like where a sheath would go, or where like a pole could be, placed as like kind of a carrying kit type of.
Definitely foot size though.
Yeah, and they have
I'll be having
small,
those removed.
like balls of your feet can fit on these things, not like full foot, but they're there. They're on either side. This is canon now. It's not my fault. We're all learning this together.
I'm getting on.
So
It's gonna be a key component to your body.
Is it a grapple?
Yeah. And then if you want to contest it, you have to do a perception check to see if you notice him doing it. If you fail your perception check, he will get advantage for the grapple check. And then you'll do your check.
Do I need to... What's the...
14?
14 for your perception? How stealthy are you being with us? Are you just going for it?
Well, you rolled perception. I rolled a 15 stealth. Do you even see me?
He did. I mean, yeah.
Son of a
I had said that they can still see you, but you're very linear in your body type. So, are you being stealthy?
I saw how he reacted to him trying to get on him, so I'm genuinely just gonna be like...
Are you being stealthy?
Yes.
Okay. Look, that doesn't...
Slow
I'm
moving.
like
So
staring
then I
at
need
him
a
while he's
stealth
doing
roll
it.
for you, and you have to beat a 14. We are using those inspirations. So
So-
therefore, it's this. It's not for combat. This is exactly what inspiration
10.
is for. So, And then you turn around, and now it's a grapple, opposing grapple, just straight.
Strength?
For you, it's strength. For
Strength.
him, it's strength or dexterity.
What are you doing?
10.
17.
Oh shit! So essentially, what happens is that you, and then for the lunge, he just takes a deep lunge, and then draws his foot forward away from you. So like he creates more of a gap, and you just slam hard with your still on your feet. You didn't fall, but slam hard into the soft soil, and it's like you're like a kid splashing in a puddle, but there's no puddle. So then you're just like, and he just like is looking at you with a side eye right now.
It's gonna happen, Metal Man.
What is going to happen?
I'm going to grapple you. I'm gonna be on your back.
I will not be grappled.
Didn't they already
You're
grapple
gonna
you?
carry me. One of these days, you are going to carry me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
He said no. Mm-mm. Night has fallen, obviously. It's obvious. It's obvious to everybody around who's looking around. So how many of you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
You're a
Oh.
halfling? I don't think you have dark
Don't
vision.
know.
I don't think I do.
Elliot, you did.
Elliot does.
Yeah, remember?
We looked this up before.
You have 60
Carl-
feet.
Carl did this.
Yep.
He was the man.
Why didn't I write it down, Carl? He did not instruct me to write it down.
Coral.
That I had dark vision.
Yeah, Coral. I think it's 60 feet, right? That's what
Yeah, 60 feet.
I can search it up if you want.
You can see.
Halflings don't, I don't think.
So.
So, everybody but Tibbs and Falco are traversing this just fine. Night hits.
Is it dim light or darkness right
It's
now?
dark. But yeah.
So we see it as if it's
Oh,
dim.
baby.
So it's as if it's dim light right now?
Yeah, so 30 feet in front of you.
60.
60 feet, but dim light.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Surtos, where's your tail? I can't see.
I'll move it so that it's closer to him.
I grab it.
Tibbs, you grab him.
I let him
That's
grab
That's
it.
awesome. That's
I won't
awesome.
squeeze it. I try hard. Sorry. Thank you.
Give me perception rolls again.
Everybody?
All of us.
Yeah, a little bit of time has passed. You guys have been traversing the forest.
16.
8.
Nat 20!
Nice.
Make sure the dogs are done. Nat
Bah,
20.
bah.
Whoa. What?
Something in there?
Hey-o!
The bell is fucking broken. Not my bell.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
There are pursuers, hunters. These are the caravan whipmasters. And they are on your trail. On your specific trails, toward just coming away from the body of water, heading toward you guys. In no direct pathway, meaning like they don't see you and are beelining toward you, but are following tracks. So they are still kind of meandering back, swaying back and forth, but relatively are on your tracks and gaining. Yeah, so Tibbs turns to Surtos and R9731 goes, what are we gonna do, eh? How are we gonna get away? We need to put some distance between us and them, huh?
They're on horses.
They're on foot. The forest is thick.
They
It's like
seem
4 Cs.
They seemed mostly. Oh damn.
Yeah,
They seem
it's
mostly
curvy.
human though, correct?
Yes.
Most of them.
By large.
But they have torches.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have no weapons.
I got a dragonborn on my shoulder. I can use that as a weapon.
How long
You
does
can
it?
barely hold them above your head.
How long does it take to cast? 6 seconds. Okay. if I were to use prestidigitation to clean the mud behind us, would it just form the mud back to what it was? As
I would say that you could cast prestidigitation for, like the last. Like it would take effort to do, say, 2 sets or 3 sets of footprints for like the last few steps, because
Okay.
it would be, imagine like the same amount of effort of wiping it with your hand, but you're doing it with magic.
yeah.
So it wouldn't be like you could continue doing it as you walk. You'd have to.
I'd have to stop.
You'd have to stop and do it, and then it wouldn't go for any of the prints you were making as you're walking thereafter.
Yeah.
So it's easily doable. It's just it
Would
takes
take
effort.
more time and
Yeah.
effort. Are there any low-hanging branches?
Yeah, plenty of them. There's bushes, branches, shrubs.
I'm gonna look at the tall one.
Are you interested in buying a shrubbery?
Only if you'll cut it down with a herring. Tall middle man,
Yes, orange man.
I need you to grab one of the larger branches up there and pull it down quietly.
I jump up and grab the branch.
Jumping is not advised.
And start
just
like
kidding.
shaking it while I'm hanging from it until it breaks.
Are we gonna get caught?
A bird is like, ah!
I don't know how to break
No,
it.
I'm just kidding.
How else would I break it?
I'd only bend things.
Can I reach it?
Bend around. again.
What
It's like bending, but only more.
can I reach it from the ground?
Yeah, yours is like if you fully extend, you could reach.
I'm guessing
You're like a tall boy.
I'm just
So
gonna
you're 6'10",
slowly
right? Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly just pull on it until it snaps.
Yeah, it does. It bows for quite a few seconds.
Stand
and you hear
back.
this thing like, and then as the tree bounces back, and now you have a very large branch.
How far away are we from the hunters?
It's hard to tell, but the best guess. It's hard to tell because of varying levels of the ground and the foliage, because the light that's coming from the torch is bouncing. But you would say probably 90 to 120-ish feet. Just do a quick rip. Just do the rip and get it done. And now put the condom on so we can play Dungeons and Dragons. We're all wearing condoms. Why aren't you? We play.
I really wasn't expecting
I
it.
don't do that.
I know, you have a lambskin. I know.
Yeah, it's my whole rubber thing.
Freaking latex free.
Carl
Freak.
is the perfect
Obviously.
example of Blake's use of condoms.
You ain't wrong.
Wear a con.
I should have.
You should.
I should have. Damn it, Carl.
And for a final time, give me a perception roll. For a final time in the entire game.
Ever?
16.
18. I'm just guessing I get a +4.
10.
I'm right.
10?
18.
18 and
16.
16. We'll start it this way. Surtos, you see, as he snaps snaps it back, throws it back even, that branch. You jut your head around to see if anyone, if there's any real movement. That was loud. Holy crap! Louder than you would have liked. So you're gonna look, and you can actually see the sky is starting to do something that's relatively familiar to you, in the context that it could be familiar, and that the sky looks like it's on fire, starting to catch fire, but not in the Avernus way of flame in the sky, more like a color of fire. And it's like these reds and oranges are cutting through the black and purple and blues of the sky from the night, and it seems like it is the way that it's been before when the sun was about to go down, and it hadn't yet.
Is
So
he casting fairy fire on us?
No,
I think it's sunrise.
kind of. It is twilight. So for everybody else, the sky seems to have just, when you weren't paying attention, had illuminated into a twilight skyscape. It's at this point that everybody knows.
Beatles.
Huh?
Here comes the sun. Do do do. Oh, God.
Do you see it? We're gonna get.
Too many. Yeah, too many words.
It's 15 seconds or less. Yeah. Yeah. So we can do it in 15 seconds. Come say hello. Come say hello. Come say hello to me. Except for, from what I understand, except for Happy Birthday. So you can't sing that, or they'll.
You gotta sing that weird version.
Yeah. You gotta do it in like a discordant G major style.
Just say happy birthday, happy you.
Yeah. It's not the words, it's the tune.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
Alright,
Damn it!
the trick is to say almost 4 words. Almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
That was just one.
Everybody, yeah, if you stretch it out.
Feliz.
Sometimes you stretch
What are we talking
Alright,
about
let's
here?
play D&D. We're all wearing condoms.
I want to buy
Okay.
some fucking weapons. Let's go.
You've got a branch. Be happy. It's a weapon.
You're the only one armed right
It's a
now.
switch.
Hey! I have my pan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you're not proficient with it.
Improvised
Alright,
weapons?
it's a question? Yeah, yes. All of you have noticed that the hunters are
Being it.
about 30 or 40 feet from you and are beelining it towards you.
Oh, fuck. That came up real quick.
Tibbs is like, oh, what do we do?
Move!
I'm gonna just. You guys hide, and I'm just gonna take off.
Which way? Like have them hide where they are. You continue where
The
on
way
direction?
the way that we were going,
Uh-huh.
and in like another direction, I'm just gonna drag that branch with me and make as much noise as possible.
Do they seem to see us?
Insight. They're about 30 or 40 feet from you in the darkness with some torchlight, but it's thick. Foliage.
16.
16. It looks like they're looking directly in your direction. It doesn't seem like they've locked eyes with any of you. It looks like they, like in where you're standing, in your pathway, their focus is.
70 feet off to the left of us, I'm gonna cast Dancing Lights.
Okay. Are you running?
Yes.
Okay. So you hear as he's just like whipping and dragging this branch, and he is gone. He's gone, and Tibbs goes, "What?" And then you just cast. Is there a special way you want to cast this to look like something? To
Yeah, I can create a small humanoid or medium humanoid form.
okay.
So I'm just gonna go for a humanoid-ish form of Robot Man
Okay.
and make it, since he's running
This is the
50
same. It was the
feet.
same exact time. So like you're casting, and then as you're casting, which way you were originally gonna do.
Yeah, I said
recommend you do.
I said left and then pointed right.
Yeah. It's my left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Left.
Left.
I'm gonna go left.
Left.
Someone knocking?
Dude,
And
I have
And about
kids.
40 to 50 feet out,
I'm so sick of them.
and have it move slowly.
Okay.
It's 120 foot range.
Do I see that?
Because you're beelining it. I imagine you're like Forrest Gump right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was running.
But with a branch.
I'm just
running.
I'm just dodging trees right now.
Yeah. No, Carl. I saw you were so close. You don't get to have fun. You get to have headset. That's what you get. Okay.
Listen to us have fun.
Just
Yeah. You
The enjoyment.
Tell your friends.
that Kobe Bryant comment fucking when I was editing, he goes, Kobe! And I was like, this Kobe on so many levels! And then while I was editing, I was like,
Carl's funny.
Carl's, he's got his
not
moments,
on
man.
purpose.
It's getting bad lately too. He's getting the adult shit and a lot of what she said.
You're
Oh my
welcome.
god.
It's like when you sneeze and
Thanks.
shark at the same time. That's kind of how his humor comes
Oh.
It was an earthquake called a doggo.
Moosey moose.
up. Oh my dog.
I got this one step at a time.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ, man.
Shit, guys, because the missiles are coming. Fire shit.
Shit, fire, shit.
Sheep guard dogs.
Classic.
God,
Yes.
it reminds me of South Park.
Yeah. The movie. Speaking of guard dogs.
Was my mother careful? She tried to kill me in the womb. Was it a wire hanger? And you're like, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay.
Anyway.
Anyways, here's the Earth. Dang, that was a sweet Earth right there.
Okay.
Off in the distance, and is it doing a dance? Is it moving slowly? What is it doing?
It's moving slowly through the woods.
Through it. It's moving through the wilderness. Someone say it's making it through.
Some.
Into the
Not many.
No.
No, wrong
Nope.
one. I
Oh,
was
my
going
bad.
Madonna.
Oh no. That's
Very-
dirty and
Very
gross
first
and
time. It
old.
felt like the first time. Feels like the first time.
Yeah.
All right.
But it wasn't.
Anyway,
Anyway.
this is a game that we're playing, and this is why we don't progress in the story. It's because mostly me.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
You're saying that I'm not the one holding up the story. With
You're
all
the one
jokes?
trying to chime in as we go.
That's what I'm
laughing at
saying.
us.
It's my fault.
God, he's giving you an out. Dude.
Yeah,
There.
I am blaming the halting on myself. And you're like, okay.
I thought you were
Like,
trying to say,
fuck you, Blake.
I'm the one that's progressing the story, putting these guys along. Fucking liar.
Won't you listen, please?
What? I thought my impression of Elliot.
What?
Whose turn is it?
Yeah, I want this to happen at least once. What am I doing?
That's even 5 years old.
The classic.
Not
Elliot.
at all.
In his credit, he hasn't done it in a very long time, but this is the classic Elliot. He's like fucking around, and I was like, Elliot, it's your turn. He goes, what am I doing? I rolled a 5 and a 7, by the way. Alright,
We're free.
An advantage
He
or
built for
disadvantage.
so, the light, the sky's lit up in twilight. You cast that off to the side, to the left. And they don't seem fazed by it. They seem like they're still coming directly toward you.
Even with the running.
Tibbs starts to run, slips and falls, and now is face down in the wet soil and is trying to like get back up. But
I'm gonna grab her and run.
okay. Falco, what are you doing?
Just staying behind him right now. I've got one guy on there already, so.
You got my tail.
You just run, yep.
At some point, I would turn around to see what's happening. Like, are those guys? Did they take the bait I was trying to set?
Yeah. At this point, they very quickly arrive to where, like 5 to 10 feet from where you guys were. You guys have made it about 15, 20 feet in your mad dash at this point, where we freeze frame. And you notice that they are very determinate and see in the direction you guys were and then break off like to their left, to your right. Still holding the same determination, like they're on your track.
On ours or not on his?
Well, it would be the same because our 9731 took off running in the direction you guys were going to head anyway. but he just ran off trying to take them away from you. Yeah, and then they, instead of continuing the direction that they were just on, which would have collided with you, gradually, but fairly quickly, turn to their left, your right, and are going. And you see them like stomping through and like chasing. Still the same look of determination. Still like they can see a very clear path. But yeah, that is what you see as soon as you turn around, and you see the rest of the party like hoofing it toward you.
Can I roll insight? Like, why would they turn off?
Yeah. You can try. You can certainly try. If you roll below a 22, you die. So.
22 on the die?
Yeah, 22 on the die. If you don't roll that, you do die.
Where did that die come
in
from?
In real life.
I have to roll a 20 to get a 22. I'm going for it.
Not my pig, not my farm.
19.
21?
It doesn't add up. Like the best that computes is that for whatever reason there must have been maybe a boar or something of that nature that had made more of a ruckus that drew their attention and made them think that was the way that you guys had run. But nothing's really adding up, and so you're just gonna settle with your best guess. There is no logical reason.
Right. They had a bad roll.
Just as a question, the ground that we're on right now, is it still soft, like mud-like? Like, are we leaving?
Listen, just because you ask a question doesn't mean I have to answer you. I don't want to do this.
Pretty sure that you're supposed to. It's the game, isn't it?
Right. I guess.
So, smoke look, you got him. 15-minute break.
It is getting. It's like it rained yesterday,
Okay.
but it's not drenched. It's not like mud. It's just soft.
Yeah.
And you can like in certain areas where it would have pooled during the rain, like where it's thinner in the canopy, is more of a moist type of situation. But by and large, it's just soft soil. Does that answer your fucking question?
I burned down the whole
mean.
forest because it's not moist.
So they trail off. What would you guys like to do?
Not
So they're not following us.
Not anymore. Also, yeah. What would you like to do?
I'll get down and wait for the group to catch up to me.
We'll slow way down.
He's like waiting, and you're like, step,
Yep.
step, and he's just like
I
reading.
think we need to hurry up a little bit more. The sun's
Yeah, I just
coming
stand
up.
there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna keep carrying Tibbs
Okay.
while I have my tail like back for him to keep a hold of him.
She's very insistent on you letting her go now. Like slapping your hand away.
You gonna stay on your feet this time?
Got her right by her collar.
Yeah, like a nape of her neck.
You're a kitten now.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
I feel like that's racist in some way. Well,
This is a way
species?
different corralling than I did last week.
No. So, yeah, she's walking just fine.
Stay off your face this time.
And, well, don't you know?
Don't you know?
Oh, don't you know? Dang, they're back.
bless your heart.
Catch up to R9731. What do you guys want to do?
Are they out of sight?
You can hear them making noise as they traipse through. They're not being quiet. They're on the hunt. But you can no longer see their torchlight.
I'll ask Tib, will there be other hunting parties, or is that the only one that they would send?
I've never ran a lead before. So.
I mean, that's clear.
Are we close to anything? Cause
What's that
this is
supposed to
heavy.
mean? I'm trying the very best I can.
Where are we headed? Do we know where we're going? Do we have a destination?
Wait, I just figured, they would count their losses after a certain time. Maybe give up and maybe we could, wait them out, or we find a town or something, and then we, find our own freedom.
So you know where the nearest town is?
Well, no, but I'm sure that there would be one around.
All right, let's go.
I mean, I don't know. Is that how towns are here?
They're all over, I guess. It's been a minute. I haven't seen a
Since
town.
what? It's been a minute since what?
I haven't since we've seen a town.
It has!
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan. Let's move.
Should somebody scout forward and then maybe we could
Send
set
bird
up a
person.
camp or something?
How far?
I don't know. I'm not very combat. Like I don't deal with aggression.
Do you trust
very
the
well.
bird right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll scout.
Okay. I'm gonna try and make like a shelter just in case this is the best we got. Is that okay?
You do that.
All right. And so she'll like.
I was not trying to insinuate that you were bad at this. It's just...
But I'm okay with being bad at it. It's my first time. I just definitely don't want to be in chains anymore.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Agreed.
So I'm gonna go get sticks, and then I think you just put them together like in a triangle. I think.
Wouldn't the leading two be better?
And then she goes to pick up some sticks, and she's never from eyesight because she can't see very well. She's never from her eyesight for you guys.
Can the bird person help her do that?
Yeah.
Because twigs are her thing.
So then.
And building
Yes.
nests.
Oh my God! Yes, Ziemniak is like, I'll just pick up branches and twigs, and I'll do that. And then she just follows her right behind. It was the exact same voice, and like picking certain words, said in different inflections, mashed together, and
This is
follows
the
her.
worst mashup song I've ever heard.
I hate this remix.
I will scout. I will
should've
scout
waited.
ahead.
All right.
Should I put him down here then?
Yeah, go ahead and set him
Do you need
down
an
there
investigation?
against that tree there.
All right. Put a little branch leaves over it.
That is a 11.
Yeah.
11.
I love it.
You have been scouting for like 20 to 30 minutes. You found a fairly clear pathway. The foliage has lightened up. But then you realize, like, not quite sure how to get back,
Yeah.
but you find a very determined pathway, like one that's wide and is very obviously for larger creatures that have walked through. Maybe a bear or an elk or something has
But it feels like a game trail more than like a road.
of like a large body. Yeah, no road, but like of larger creatures have traversed this many times. So it's very easy to see, even in darkness, this pathway. So you continue on it until you see, actually you hear first some mumbling, some murmuring. And investigating closer, by this time you've been walking for about 40 or so minutes. And you come upon a Kenku. And you've met a Kenku before. This one's in your party. They're wearing pretty much the same thing. Scar. Alright.
They just walk in a circle.
And
Thinking that.
in the quick second when you see the Kenku, and Kenku looks and sees you and perks its head up and looks at you, you see that in its main hand feathers, it has a bundle of sticks And then from behind it, Tibbs walks up and goes, "Would you look at that? Oh, hey, I thought you were scouting. You've been gone for a while. What'd you do? What'd you see?"
I found this larger trail
"Where'd it go?"
here.
Did you just do a circle, buddy?
Yeah, you can see the like feet from them, like not too far. They're like past a bush, just one singular bush. The rest of the party,
Falco sees them and just waves.
and they have like a small. Do you guys do a campfire?
Ooh,
No.
no,
Well, you weren't there. You were scouting. That's what I'm asking.
no.
No.
Does the sound of the hunters like
Have been gone for a while.
and no sound, no sight, nothing.
Not that you've seen.
A small one.
Yeah?
Yeah, a very small one. I can do
We
it.
dig a hole.
You don't need to do a check for this. You do fire pretty well.
Dig a hole and make it so it's flat.
I
so
mean,
you
I can
can't
do like
see
a
the
small
flame.
shower of sparks to make
Oh,
it quick
like that.
and easy.
Right. I'm just saying, I thought you were looking to like do a survival check or anything, but no. No, yeah, you can dig a hole, put it down.
Not so
Dig
you
a
can't
hole.
see. Diggy hole, ball, diggy.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy.
You can't.
Is that copyrighted? I'm not sure.
I don't know, man.
No,
I
If
don't think
we
that
didn't-
one is.
no.
If we didn't make the song and somebody else did, and they're able to make money from it,
We'll see.
It's
Hold on.
just a
That's a
YouTube
copyright.
video.
Hold on.
it's a song. Everything that you write,
Yogscast.
everything that you write is copyright the moment you write it.
Go to Yogscast. They're cool.
Just throw a shout out.
Just throwing that out there. Yogscast.
I
are
learned
cool.
I learned that when I was reading the book is like how do I get this copyrighted? And it's like everything you write ever is copyrighted as soon as you write it. You're like, oh. Okay. That's how copyright works. It's only when you have to like take it in like major corporations and lawsuits and stuff that you have to have a like a published the look that you like you're his ex and you were just like, you're here again, Carl.
Coral. Please don't make me the ex of Coral. That's just bad.
That'd be weird.
I feel like his dad would be disappointed in
problem
him.
is that he dumped you.
You gotta deal with the mother. She's worse than I am. Ask Elliot. She would have hated him for the longest time before she even knew him.
Did you really hate me?
No, but since we always told her that everything he said was you, so she started like, what the fuck is this guy doing to my kid?
Nobody hates me.
Everyone loves Elliot. That's like a litmus test. If you don't like Elliot, there's probably something wrong with you. So like you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't hang out with us. Like if you don't like me, that's fair game. Most people don't like me. That's okay.
I'm not sure.
Me bringing my girlfriend over to meet him for the first time.
One of the best anecdotal stories
Save that for
for
the after party.
Yeah.
Just remind me.
Stick around.
Stick around.
Stick around, you Patreons. For the
It's
story.
just patrons.
He can do.
No, you're Patreons.
Gods of Patreon.
You're Patreons.
Pay.
What if nobody pays for us, dude?
They probably won't.
They probably
They won't.
I barely pay. For
I'm
it.
gonna have like maybe 3 of my like
Yeah.
friends. I'm gonna pay them to do it.
I'm gonna pay. It's gonna be my money to give us money.
From
And one of them's still not gonna do it. I'm still gonna pay them to do it.
yeah,
though.
they're still. I was going up, but then I didn't get up.
This is on 24/7.
I was tired.
24/7.
Like I got a long day, and I had to get the new achievement, and I'm just so sleepy.
Achievement for what? Fucking sleeping?
Had to do the cat letter. You don't even own a cat. Well,
It's not my cat. I just don't know where it went.
it might be a
Alright.
homeless man that sleeps in my closet. I'm not sure though. But
Achievement should be getting them
R9731.
out.
As you're returning, you see a notification pop up in your HUD. And it says diagnostic complete. Event collision damage, and it has a quick replay of the last recording of the collision's damage, which was you falling from the cloud through the sky down toward the ground, and then like staticked out.
We can't hear.
No, this is all in.
Okay.
This is all in
I just replay it out loud for everyone.
Collision damage!
He just opens his mouth. Laughing at yourself, and like some oil just streams down.
Single tear.
One single tear.
Ribbit.
And beneath the collision event, there's red text, and it reads irreconcilable data, and then it says emotional capacitors, and it has a red dot, and then it turns green, and then below it says calibrating, and then it disappears from the HUD. As it's like it shows the buffering, the 3 ellipses, right, that are like dot 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 dot, and like it disappears with that still happening.
This is the saddest part that I can't see. I think you should have like a mini game, like when Google or Firefox something goes out and you get the little dinosaur. That's his little buffering thing.
He's just like a little arcade 8-bit of himself, like
jumping over
doing a Metroid thing.
Well, if you guys were watching me at all coming up, I guess I would have just stopped and like.
Did you break?
So, did you go in a circle?
I
Metal
don't
Man.
know.
Good?
I'm good. You good?
No! I'm not good at all. Nothing about any of our situation is good.
What is good?
Don't get philosophical on me. I was just starting to like you.
Not
Like
being
bends
dead
one
is
leg
good.
into the like lowest position, and then bends the other one and just floats, and you're like, "Oh shit!" There's like tiny little jetpacks from his asshole, like, keeping him afloat.
Why are we doing this?
Because you're
Why are
hovering.
we doing this?
Because you're hovering. It's not that I'm milking your
I got
asshole.
2 jetpacks in my one asshole.
One in each cheek.
They're in
not
the
the
asshole.
Somehow Falco gets a
Ah,
marshmallow and
yeah,
starts
they come
lifting
out-
into his ass.
They come out like Harley Davidson spoiler or muffin, like exhaust pipes. And they just like,
So loud.
come out from the butthole in the dual exhaust, and then they just hang out and you just.
That is so goddamn loud. You're gonna start this whole
And
forest
every
on
time
fire.
he goes to talk, it's just like.
That's my mom to start watching on episode 4.
Like, is this the whole game? It's like, I guess.
It's really not good till episode
I'll be like, okay, hold on, skip.
to be.
Yeah.
Skip 8 seasons
Right.
in and we might be somewhere good.
Yeah.
Just getting out of the forest.
Go to minute.
And then as soon as you reach minute, skip to minute.
Yeah.
It's like a pick your own adventure book.
Right.
You had those when you were younger.
Just keep hitting the like 15-second forward or the 30-second forward, and just make your own story.
Wait for your comeback music there. You're in the good spot then.
Are these the credits? Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah, you're
right
doing
there.
great. That's when it gets good. When it's
This is
over,
the after part. And stop there.
Yeah.
Stop there. Stop there.
Do you want to throw up? Because you can keep going. You want to throw up, you can keep going. Okay, let's play a game.
Is it called D&D? Oh yeah.
I got a Yahtzee. Does that do anything?
Bingo! Not now, Grandma. We're trying to play D&D where you have dual exhaust coming from
Rayne.
the asshole. Okay.
So did you go in a circle?
I'm not sure. I left here, and I'm here again.
So yes.
It could have been.
It's okay.
Could have been a square.
Yeah, it could have been. Or
Who's a
Russian
trapezoid? Who's to say what shape I made?
it's okay. You made it back. That's all that
I
matters.
could have zigzagged and got back here.
Probably an abstract.
We're probably safe. We're
Wrong.
just gonna have to say we're safe because I'm tired. And to be honest,
I'll try again.
no.
We can just
No.
one of us take watch, or the rest take a nap or something for a minute.
I
Do
can
you
take
have
watch.
to sleep?
Yeah. Do you sleep?
Do you
Do you sleep?
dream?
Yeah. I think so.
I just asked the metal man not to go
Dude, robots have dreams.
freaking philosophical on
What
what
is a dream?
Inquiry. Dreams?
They're things where scary shit happens.
Not always.
I don't know where you're from.
Minnesota.
Good question.
Probably they're that Minnesota.
Our Minnesota crowd's gonna love us.
We're just doing great there, bud. From about 15 or so feet away.
The hunting party returns.
The dog.
Oh no!
That they brought dogs.
Dags? Do you like dags?
I must remain inactive for at least 6 hours, but
you
I
sleep.
am awake during that.
Do we want to?
Well, almost. We're almost there.
Okay. I just didn't know if that wanted to be your signal.
No.
Carl, kill the dogs.
Yeah. Go continuously murder.
We
the
don't
dogs.
kill the dogs, Peter. We love it.
Just put them to sleep.
Oh, I just meant.
We use every part of them. We're
It's not wasteful.
To make the next one?
to make the next dog.
This isn't full metal.
Oh, that wasn't okay. That's never okay.
Is there anyone we don't offend?
Well, if you told me them, I would wind up offending them. So just don't. Like, for their sake, shut up.
We should have just named us D&D and offensive podcast.
We have so many explicit warnings that it's not my fault if someone gets offended. Alright,
Waylays and
It sucked because you couldn't
explicit
click on all button and just have it all highlighted.
it's the
It
entire
was
thing.
individual. That's
Yeah.
the dedication he has.
warnings. Yeah, no. That one too.
Yep, everything.
Scat.
Oh,
man!
I don't know what you thought it was.
You know, too much! That's, you have to stop. You can't go the whole way.
I thought we had to stop at 15 seconds.
I mean, how long were you gonna take it?
I just stopped.
If you stop, he'll start, and then he'll start.
But does the 15 seconds continue if it's separate people?
Yes. Shit. It's one track. Alright,
I have a one-track mind.
I figured.
God
What?
damn, we're so bad at this.
15 feet away, you hear, and you see a bush shaking. And it's shaking in the way of something progressing through it towards you.
Villain.
Pan?
Pan.
Is it pan side? Is it skill side down? Like handle toward you and like pan away from you? Like you're gonna stab with a pan?
Do I still have my branch?
No.
Yes, you do have your
I'm
branch.
flattening whatever it is. I'm assuming that it's something like mouse or rat sized.
Okay.
I just got my fist up ready.
And I'm staying very still.
Just bring her down. Just bring the little rat down. And we'll love on her.
Don't get bit.
Is that what the pan's for?
Actually, yeah.
I'm assuming it's a rat.
The brush separates, and there's a vagina.
What?
Well, it's not my fault. I love saying that 'cause it's like, who the fuck's fault is it? Like, from the brush,
I didn't know the story.
Public
a
school.
small, halfling-looking creature, furry in nature, having goat legs and small triangular horns on top of its head, which is also covered with curly brown locks. This you can see a lot better because as the hour has progressed, the twilight sky has illuminated the rest of the area to being
That's so good.
more of a dim. Yeah, it's still twilight, and so it's not nighttime anymore for you. it is now twilight, where you can see dim light in the woodland.
And that was a spell that one of the hunters cast, correct?
No, not that you know of.
Oh.
Or maybe that
The sun
assume.
was coming up.
Surtos may assume that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the sun was... Okay. I really don't know. Day and night don't make sense. Bodies of water are everywhere. There's trees here.
Yeah. So if there's a body of water, where's the head? You know what I mean? Where's the neck?
Even.
Yeah. Do they have legs? These bodies of water?
Apparently they do, because they drown people.
With legs? Is that how you drown people?
Yeah.
Grab's walking around with like flailing legs. Just
No, the bodies of water have horse-like things on them.
Normally when I drown.
Tell him he don't. Tell him he knows different at this
Tell
point.
him you don't. Okay. So in front of
They
you.
really do be like that.
Yeah, I really do be like that sometimes. In front of you, you see it, and he sitting there, or standing there rather, in the firelight. And he just glares at you for a quick second,
Falco's gonna wave at
expectingly.
it.
He'll give you just a look. Like it's not, there's no scowling, but there's no smile. It's just a look, like recognizing that you're there.
Would I recognize this race?
I was gonna say, do you know him? The horns?
You can give me a history check.
History. Let's see how that goes. That's a +2. 7.
It's another fucking halfling.
Maybe.
Unless it's not. We'll see. He spent a inspiration point, so unless it's not.
15.
Alright. This is not a halfling.
Okay.
This is like from what you can remember, is a goat man. Like that's what you're pretty sure that race is called.
Goatman.
Yeah, they're goatmans. Like of the goatman family.
Are they all related?
Mostly, like why wouldn't they be? Just
Okay.
like humans are pretty much all related. You're pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they
It's
all
that
look
whole
alike.
2 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
They're marrying their cousins.
Like,
and
do you know Becca's boy? Never mind.
shit. Mostly they probably do.
They probably do. Like you. All right.
Everybody got their friend
Can't.
Daryl.
Too many fucking tangents. Okay. Van Damme.
That's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Goatman?
His name.
Yeah.
Yes, Goatman. Why have you visited us?
I would like to welcome you to my realm. Yes, you are welcome. I will not be as rude as you are. Though you're in my realm, my woodlands, no, I will not treat you with harm or malcontent. Although it is proper and right to be prostrate before me. And here you stand,
I'm gonna stand up.
insolent.
I'm gonna stand up. As soon as he said that.
Just stand right up.
What's prostrate?
Do I know that word?
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know it in real life?
No.
Okay.
Fucking don't.
Well, I know what it is.
I know what it is technically, but I fucking can't remember it right now.
It's where you are either on your hands and knees or
Bowing.
on your like belly, essentially face down. in
Oh, I'm just gonna
adoration.
get on my knees in front of him, I guess.
Your knees?
No.
Yes.
I'll move him to whatever.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
try, like with the shoulder, like
Yeah.
hand on the shoulder.
Like hand on the
and
shoulder,
push it
like
down.
fucking hit. Look
Okay.
down.
Thank
So
you.
once you do that, and Tibbs was already like relatively low to the ground. She just like is looking kind of confused, but also isn't one for conflict, and so she just drops all of the twigs and stuff in her branches, drops them, and goes down to her hands and knees, and then Ziemniak is mimicking quite literally, and has been just shadowing Tibbs, and just does the same. Like it's a fun game.
I'll follow suit.
Okay.
My apologies. Goat man. It seems you dropped something, Goat man.
It was a pen cap. You wouldn't understand.
I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
It appears that you're not aware of who I am or where you are, which is why I've decided to be so benevolent. Not everyone who comes into my wood is as benign as you are. So, in lieu of this transgression that you have made against my woods, I will only need one of you to become my servant for the rest of your days.
Well,
What? Just questioning. What do we get? You're gonna help us out of here?
The rest of you will be helped out. The one who's my servant stays.
How,
To serve me in proper adoration.
how will they be treated?
All of mine are kept the way I keep my woods, with the most love and care that I can. I am a Jotun, and we Jotuns are the offspring of the great Jotun, who is a god above all of Midgard. Now that you understand who you're talking to, and you have shown an ounce of the proper respect you should, this is the only gift I gave you.
I'm gonna look at Tibbs and be like, "Lizard guy's out." Like,
that's funny because it was the same way that I had in the moment.
She's
I
like,
was like, oh god, he's out. Just take him.
are you really that attached to him?
I'm. I don't know. I would hate to wake up and have to be in another line of servitude.
Okay,
So,
then it's gonna be you.
roll persuasion. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Now, no! You can't do the rest of it! So, it's like always just tempting the copyright and then yelling when someone tries to finish it.
May. It's a meme.
May! What'd you get?
10?
10? And she's like, my God, gee whiz. Yeah, and she's gonna lay down on her belly.
Wait,
There's more! Sorry, go ahead.
there is a group of hunters looking for us. Have you seen them?
I see them all.
Would they not make good servants for you?
They would make good feed for my trees.
Boom!
I have kept you. And I can just as easily unkeep you.
Wait! You didn't go in a circle, but you did.
Oh,
It's like in front of his face, like on your knees, like sitting beside each other.
I'll do that meme where like all the math and stuff is
Yeah,
like,
like, in your HUD, all of the geometry and the formulas are zooming past.
He's waking up.
Yeah. Nia. Where?
I see.
No,
The
no,
Matrix was the friends we made along the way. Okay. Anyway.
I guess I will not be persuading him to take them instead.
So she's on her belly and she crawls a little bit toward him.
Is that you saying that you want? You can take it. I mean,
She's already in front of the satyr and is on her belly.
We have just escaped a life of servitude, and unknowingly we have trespassed into your lands, and we are very sorry for doing so, but we are only trying to find our freedom from these enslavers. We wish no harm upon you or your forest, and will leave without.
Are you still carrying the stick?
I like just like puts the branch behind him and just like a look of dread comes on the face.
Sorry, I needed to protect myself by destroying your trees.
Dave!
Found it on the ground.
You have been very generous to us to this point, but can you try to reason and let us go, knowing that we have just left a life of servitude and unknowingly happened upon your woods?
I understand that your kind is made and has kind of a setback disposition. It takes you a minute to get to where normal people are. So, I will reiterate in that I have already given you a mercy, and you may take it if you like. Anyone who leaves my wood will never truly be free, and that's not my problem. Everyone who is under my protection will be completely and utterly free, as long as they live in the realm.
If the accent wasn't enough.
Have dogs, they say. It'll be fun, they
So you're
say.
telling me there's a chance?
And Tibbs, you can hear her address you from the dirt.
No shot at persuasion with that?
You can roll insight to see see what's going on here, I would say. Please. Thank you, buddy.
11.
It's a good argument. It's logical. Like, it makes sense. It's a solid choice as far as verbiage goes. The vocabulary fit, the context fit, like, however, you lack the sense of aura detection that other more fleshy creatures can kind of feel.
Have I heard the term Jotun before?
Give me a history check. I would like you to have, but you are from a Baroness.
Oh, 19.
Yes. You know of the streaming branches of planar existence,
Mm-hmm.
and that yours is filled with Tiamat and devils and demon kind, and then everyone who's unlucky enough to find themselves there. The Jotuns are from a more icy plane, a place of giants, and are, from what you understand, they come from those that dwell in a place called Valhalla. Like, something to do with that. Like, it's all kind of fuzzy. It was never, like, school sucked. It was never really your thing.
So this doesn't seem like a Jotun.
In what, alright, so
From what I've heard.
Graham to me, in what context? Like, the fact that it's
No,
a
I'm
shader.
off of what you just went with.
Yes.
If they're from icy things and giants and stuff, he doesn't seem to really fit, especially
Yes,
seeing
the
as he
name-
said Midgard.
The name pinged. Like, everything he said in that sentence pinged. And you're like, oh, I know that stuff. But then as you sit there and you're, like, listening to him talk and thinking about this stuff, like, no, this is a satyr, which are normally, like, they're, you wouldn't say satyr, but you'd say,
Goatman.
this is a goatman, and they're normally from, like, another, like, a more Mediterranean area.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the lush olives and whatever stuff that they eat. And that too is fuzzy to you because it's like you're not from there.
Mhm.
So yeah, it would be like hearing about stuff that lives in the Antarctic versus stuff that lives in Spain. And
So, like-
and you know nothing about either, but you know of them.
So it's like, kind of like a Spanish bull trying to say that it's a penguin.
More like that it's a polar bear.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, the same situation. It doesn't add up, but then you're not an expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tibbs, hold up a little bit.
Excuse me. He's talking to you.
Hi. You use some terms that, excuse me, I'm from a different plane, which I think with the words that I'm hearing from you, you kind of understand.
I do.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like you. It feels very much like you're a foreign body here.
Thank you. Thanks for understanding. So if you're a Jotun of Midgard, correct?
I'm a Jotun in Midgard. Yes.
In Midgard? Okay. You're from Midgard?
No.
No, where?
I am from my father. Loki.
Okay.
Just open it. When you motherfuckers have brackets,
Carl!
just fucking open it and be done with it. Do the one obstruction and be done with it. Do not.
Open it so it explodes
Fuck with
all
it.
over you, and then shut up.
All three of you bitches were like, I'm gonna be as quiet as possible. They're like, crunchy, 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 crunchy. Alright, sorry, go ahead. Van Damme.
So I'm just trying to kind of figure out the whole planar existence and everything. I'm sorry to ask so many questions. I'm still really new here, and you seem to like actually understand me.
Having understanding and having a tolerance for time are two different things.
Can you give me a little bit of tolerance since you're the only person that I've met that seems to understand different planes exist?
As long as you understand that it's wearing thin.
Okay. So I'm just getting really used to the fact that it's so cold here. Is it really? It's cold to you too, though, right?
No. I keep it temperate. I control my forest.
What's the air temperature feel like?
Like 75 and humid.
Okay, so this is like your home to you, like normal temperature for you.
It's how I want it when I want it. Sometimes I'm hot and I want it a bit cold. Sometimes my trees want it a bit warm. It is what I need it to be when I need it to be.
Okay.
Damn it, Carl.
I'm sorry. Like I said, nighttime makes no sense to me. Lakes, or locks, or poons, whatever he's told me about.
Pools. I love it. Pools.
Pools.
Pools?
Pools.
Pools?
Pools.
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 Whatever these things of water are that collect.
It's wearing really thin.
Okay, I'm really trying hard to figure out stuff, but
If you were to compare what your situation is from my situation, imagine that you're a bunny and you get moved from one continent to another colder,
how
snowier.
close is he to me?
5 feet, 10 feet
Okay.
at most. Very close. You're on one continent where it's nice and warm, and you get put onto another continent where there's only snow. Now imagine me, who is a living mountain, who gets to be on whichever continent I want to be on, and do whatever I want to do.
Does he seem
on
to be
them.
lying?
Roll an insight check. As we all know, insight is a lie detector.
Yeah. Do
No,
I get
but this
any
is-
form of advantage with the history that I kind of figured out so far?
No, but I'll have I'm not gonna have him roll. I'm gonna have like a DC
Okay.
for the level of insight you get. Thank you, man.
That's a weird die.
really want to fucking know this.
As much as he's been talking, though, I mean, I guess I would kind of start to wonder: is it adding up, or is it?
What would you like to ponder on?
Just, I don't
Fucking
know
not better.
if he's being
10.
truthful, or if he's doing things that come across as truthful.
You can roll insight if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah, go for it.
but not because he rolled it, because I want to.
Your insight, Surtos, is that he is extremely confident for someone who's lying.
Nat 20.
If they're lying, fucker, do what I say. If he's lying, it is with such certainty that it might as well be the truth. And you knowing devils and stuff, maybe you don't know the lore of where he says he's from or the situation that you currently find yourself in.
I'm used to that
But
confidence.
you're used to liars, you're used to people who are manipulative, and you know that this level of assuredness and unwavering storyline comes from someone who's either extremely sound in their story or is telling the truth. Your insight with a nat 20
It's at 22.
is more of a revelation of a magnitude of power level, like a Saiyan type of situation, where you're like little tiny gauge comes out to and it was teetering like a low latency bar, and now it's just spiked into red from like green, yellow, red, and it's just like full.
So of him, like I can tell, like he's
Of the presence, of like the area. Like something around here is spiking in a power level. This is all gonna be canon now. So from now on, you can always use this against me and be like, "What's a power level?" And yeah,
We'll know whether to run or not.
yeah,
But
100%.
to
Because
me-
I absolutely as a DM am going to throw shit that's too fucking hard.
yeah, and that's what I'm getting at this point.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'm just gonna say Surtos.
Do you remember the whips?
No,
Just
No, Surtos.
That's amazing. Like it's a playback. He hits his chest and it just plays that. Like no, Surtos. No Superman here.
What is your name?
My name, I am the Wood.
Mr. The Wood. Thank you. Thank you for your graciousness. Now I'm gonna do a bow.
Are you joining my ranks as well, or is it just this wee one?
I think it'll just be the wee one. But, it's nice to meet you.
Well,
He's
I'm
going
gonna give
to-
Tib one more look. Like, how's she up here?
She's face down. Like she's trying to be like as evangelistic Christian as possible.
But
like,
she's
straight down on the floor, hands out, like trembling with reverence.
I'm gonna stand and walk to her and kneel down.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put a hand on you and just... You tell me no, and I'll tell you no.
How far away is Tib from me?
About 5 foot.
Okay. I'm just going to... I just want to reach and
Yeah.
touch her and say...
Yeah, you could like put one hand on the ground, reach out, and
Okay.
touch.
Right, okay. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to say I'm sorry, Tib.
And you just hear a whimpering from her. It's not quite a cry, but it's definitely a.
I want to come back and play again next week. I want to come back and play again next week, so sorry, Tib.
This has to happen. Just like, all right. He looks down and he says, "It's accepted," and he's going to stand upright as his satyr, as he was kind of standing. His stature is that of like hunched a little bit, like bad posture, kind of putting his weight on his cloven hooves, right? He stands straight up and is extending them slightly. Don't imagine him like extending up to human, but like he stands as tall as a satyr could in proper posture. Then everything from the wind to the leaves rustling to like the crickets that you've heard go silent, and you hear as he bends slowly down to her and places his hand on the back of her head and says, "You're mine now, child. Rise and follow me." And he and just stands back up. And then he turns and walks straight into the foliage and makes a sharp right behind a tree. This tree is very easily seen. It's twilight out. You can see well past this tree. Thank you. He disappears behind the tree and does not come out another way. She stands, looks back at you all, looks at Greg and Ebron, and goes, "Well, just take care of him, okay? And take care of yourselves."
We'll do, Tibbs.
Thank you.
Cross Tim's on.
And she'll turn back, and she looks sullen, but not defeated. She looks like it's like a new adventure for her, but she's also tired. Like, she's old. Like, it's and she walks toward the tree area and is like peering around trying to see where he went, and is slowly following in a very explorative manner, passes by the tree and does not come back out. And give me a perception roll.
23.
8.
Awesome.
13.
With her disappearance, it's like the twilight gets drained from the sky back to nighttime. And it gets drained in the direction that the Jotun had left in, and Tibbs had left in. Please do what I want. Thank you.
Back to this shit.
Back to nighttime. All of the sounds of
that fast.
the forest come trailing back with it as if a wave of night and sound strikes. The cold back, the wind is back, the crickets and the different hoots of owls and such are back, and that strikes Surtos and Ziemniak and Falco as you kind of look at each other and look around you like, oh, what's happening? This is very abrupt, versus the rise of it was very gradual, and you didn't kind of see it coming until it was already upon you. That's what she said. I did it. However, on N731, your eyes don't trail off. You do notice the movement of all of those things, but your eyes are fixated because the moment she had disappeared, you had looked up to see a hand that was bark colored, like that grayish brown bark color in nature, was grasped on the tree about 35-40 feet up, and you saw the hand was gripped around it, and you looked up even further still, and you saw a skull-like face that was peeking around the tree, and even from that, a stag neck that rose above, and the stag head seemed to have many eyes, like 3 aside, glowing yellow amberish eyes that were peering at you from the sides of its snout. So not in a predatory like.
Well, like, yeah.
Yeah, but like on the sides, going upward towards its antlers, which seem to be a few variations of small hands and kind of dagger-like arms, maybe even some branch or true antler-esque like bone structure, and its head tilts. The skull part does not. It kind of stays relatively at the base of what seems to be like the neck of this creature. And then its little hand, little in respect to the rest of its body, that was grasped along the tree, releases the tree, and it pulls itself away and disappears behind the tree the way that the satyr and Tibbs did. And it's at that moment that you realize that everyone's looking around one another. And I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
You got it. You got it. Look at all those inspirations.
Where's my wisdom? There it is.
Saving throw.
19.
19?
So,
Okay.
sorry, 14.
14.
Looked like a 17.
Alright, I need you to roll a d4.
Ooh.
He's burning that inspiration.
14.
He's burning it again.
I don't need it. Except now. 15.
I need you to roll a d4.
Here you go, buddy.
No, I've got one more if I need it. Oh.
I'm gonna get a 1. That's a 1.
It is a 1.
Alright, you take 1 hit on your sanity points.
Oh, shit.
I love that you burn those.
I bet you do.
And that is where we'll take a break.
Kiss Moon here, reminding you that sex may be great, but these fine podcasts are better. Go ahead, give 'em a go.
What would you do if I told you that the world is not what it seems?
You're telling me that potato salad is the key to other worlds? Ha! It's not even the best side dish.
And people are not who they appear to be.
I don't know that we can trust Master Goucher.
Well, I know for damn sure we can't trust Charles Edward Cheese.
My name's not Mike. Where puns run rampant through the streets.
The Global Adventurers Guild Master Enterprises will not stand for this.
Well, it's gag me for sure, so I'm pretty sure they take everything on their knees, don't they?
And it's hard to tell who the real monsters are.
Well, yeah, it's a mimic. But I'm Francis the Lion.
3 heroes.
You have my sword.
You have my kazoo.
Oh god, my hip.
Face off against 3 villains.
Never again will they enslave me.
We'll make damn sure of that.
I'm Francis the Lion.
We know.
To keep the world of Euphrae from ripping apart.
This damn portal won't close.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
And Tim and Terry from getting even more screwed.
They're totally werewolves.
Yep, they're definitely werewolves.
Holy shit, those guys are werewolves.
Welcome to A Fool's Quest. A Fool's Quest can be found on all major podcasting platforms simply by searching A Fool's Quest.
Adventure, laughter, and a complete disregard for the rules. From Afar Podcast is a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast with a focus on roleplay, making goofs, and storytelling. Join us aboard the Sea Monster for hijinks on the high seas as a diverse party searches for the fabled lost city of Atlantis. Find us on all major podcast platforms and on social media at From Afar Podcast. Come aboard the Sea Monster and join these 4 friends separated by distance but brought together through adventure.
We were actually, me and my friend here.
He points to a cat.
Oh, you're friends with a cat? Yes, he's one of those Dreamlands cats. So, he's more than a cat.
Yes, and he is very lucky to consider myself his friend.
What did he say? He said that I was lucky to consider myself his friend. Oh, okay. I do feel that way. Okay. I don't have too many friends.
You really aren't that bright, are you?
No. Hey, it's me, Adam, the DM over at Microphones and Monsters. You just got done listening to a short clip from our show. Microphones and Monsters is a Cthulhu Mythos 5th edition actual play podcast. We ask you to join us every week, Monday and Friday. You can find us on your favorite podcatcher, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find all of our links at microphonesandmonsters.com.
Right. That being said, remember, showing support on our social media is free. And we appreciate it because it goes a very long way. Especially if you give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. It means a lot to us and it goes a very long way. With all that being said, let's get back to the action.
Welcome back to Waylays!
I'm gonna whistle that song. It's randomly during this.
When last we left our faithful heroes. Are we actually audio recording?
Yep. Is everything clear?
Yeah.
I'll
I
be in
think
trouble.
you might benefit having that closer to your face hole.
Yeah.
If
Me?
Yeah.
Does it
I
need
would
to be
say
close to my
Elliot,
face
but
hole?
he's not gonna.
Elliot's fine. He's loud enough.
Is he?
Am I not loud enough for you?
No.
Oh, God.
Child?
Were they good?
Elliot's fine.
Graham like yells when
I
he
moved
talks.
up. Yeah.
I do
I moved
actually.
him a little bit.
I project!
Yeah. You're the loudest one aside from me.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm almost as loud as you.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh.
You'll get there with age.
I don't want to.
Not
I'm a
again.
Jotun.
I'm good.
I don't like him.
Do you?
Apparently you did. You looked at him enough.
You're not.
I didn't like what I saw either.
Night has cascaded upon you guys. The sounds, the cold, the wind.
This fucking shit again.
In the near distance, a rumbling of thunder. And dude, it is. They're just gonna go and do their own thing. Like, I cannot wait until this studio's moved into a quieter place. A quiet place. That's right.
Last time on Waylays and Melees.
Get your life together, Cody. Okay.
And scene.
God damn it, Cody. Get off the coke.
Rain sheets of it.
No.
Trail and stripe. This is water in protest. I've told you this. This is stormtrooper level water. And it is coming in droves.
Make a shelter. A
Uh,
better shelter than what you had.
You would if the rustling of bushes once again.
God damn it.
Torches and the whipmasters having semicircles surrounded you.
What an asshole!
I thought
I thought he was
help.
taking them as food for my trees.
Why did he just go?
Fucking bitch!
Fucking bitch! If you recall, he said they wouldn't even make good food for my trees.
I guess I'd missed that. It wouldn't even.
It's the accent.
Yeah, I think so.
It's always trying to restart my fucking computer every time I'm on it. I restarted it last time. Alright. And then this is a shower. If we can hear this in the playback, that's
That's
a
the
shower
rain.
happening.
That's the rain.
That's the rain.
That's the rain.
This is the quality ambient shit.
It's not a shower.
Yeah, if you're
Walking in the
listening
rain.
for dog taps on hardwood, that's here. That's that ASMR stuff that we're here for.
It's not added in. That's
No,
home.
that comes with. That's not even DLC stuff.
that's
Like,
what
that
the
comes with the
patrons-
original game release.
The patrons?
Yeah, for the patrons.
The Patronus.
The Patronus.
Patronus.
The
Are we gonna-
Waylays and Melees Patronus.
Are we gonna keep jinxing each other like every other word now?
We all owe Cokes, I guess. Sponsor us, Coke. We all owe
Pepsi.
like the Koch brothers, not even Coke.
Oh.
Like the Koch brothers.
My bad, my bad.
Not that Coke. Those are Colombian.
There's only one
No.
Koch brother anymore, isn't there?
I don't know, man.
I thought one of them died.
They all died.
Brings
Maybe
the
they're
other
on
one-
coke.
Brings the other one along on a leash, like in a coffin.
I mean, that makes sense. They,
I would. I have the money for it.
yeah.
Probably not even my brother. Somebody else's brother. Moving on to the game that we are playing.
We are?
Sheets of Rain.
Are we gonna die?
They're semicircling, and they go, "What the fuck? There you are. What the fuck are you doing? Where's the rest of them?"
We're having a campfire. Did you want to join?
The whip. But
I will try to persuade him.
We don't have time for this shit.
You walked for a very long time trying to find us. There was water, big piles of it, like a lot.
Lake.
Lake.
What's my insight? Can I take them?
What is the power level?
Yeah.
Give me the power level.
The power level? The power level is almost maxed out in green. So it's like mid to majority of green, which is the first section of your bar.
What are we?
You guys...
How many
Low
are there?
power level.
How many
there
are there?
are at least 8 that you can see.
Oh, shit.
You seem really tired.
Look, we're tired because you assholes guys run through the goddamn woods.
We got taken. This giant thing with... I don't know what it was.
Roll for deception.
I'm gonna...
We did, though.
I'm gonna assist.
Assist?
So you get advantage. Roll twice, take the
Giant horns.
Deception.
Yeah,
Zero, so be it.
18.
Yeah, no.
No? And he goes,
I'm not lying, though.
I heard that one before. Listen, we don't have time. We need to get back to the caravan before something happens to you, and you have a lot of explaining to do what happened to the other ones.
What are
One
they
of them
armed
got
with?
dragged underwater, one of them lost their hand, and the other one got taken by some Jotun.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Not to me.
Pointed at the tree.
To the headmaster. We gotta go.
What are they armed with?
Swords, daggers, and whips.
What are they holding on to?
One of them, a few of them have torches.
It's
and
max
a
screen
short-
level.
Almost.
What am I? I'm like...
Wait, where's the
You're
Grounded
like
level.
low green, like
If you're
lime
unaware, your HUD still says level 1.
What is their level? Question marks? Or...
over 9,000.
Oh, God.
And that's
Like difficulty level is a skull because
Oh, my
because
God.
you're unarmed
Well, he's got a branch.
For now.
for now.
I have a pan.
Yeah, it's true.
Look, we're overly tired. There's no way that we're making it back. You're overly tired. And to be honest, what we've seen in this wood, I don't know if you've started seeing things as well. We need rest. And
You'll
we can...
get rest in the caravan. We cannot stay in these woods.
Why?
Let's go.
Why?
It sounds like you saw why. Let's go.
So you do believe us?
And he drops the whip, and holding the handle, he releases it. He goes, come on, I don't want to do this shit. I'm tired. I don't want to have to explain lacerations. I just want to get back to the wagon. Can we please do this the easy way? You will roll persuasion.
Me?
No, he will. So yours is going to be insight against it.
Insight?
If you want to contest it.
14?
Alright, he rolled an 11, so however you want to...
Are they human?
Mostly, yeah. The ones you can see, yes.
The 8 of them?
Yeah.
Do they still have torches?
A few of them do, yes.
I'm going to stand up.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to snuff out.
What's to cast that? Is it verbal, somatic?
Verbal, somatic.
Verbal. Alright. So the moment you start muttering and moving your fingers, it's going to attack you.
Can I attempt to
stealth it?
Yeah.
You try. What is R9731 doing?
There's 8 of them.
Yep.
Draw attention or something for me, buddy.
No, roll. What are you doing?
I don't fucking care anymore, man. I'm just going to lunge at one of them. I want to see if I can just unsheath one of their swords and start swinging.
Okay, give me an attack.
9.
So they rolled on the die 13, 14, 16, 17. I didn't even roll for the other half of them.
Yeah, I figured.
So...
Can I use it to put out the campfire?
as you're casting it, you're being struck with a whip. But yeah, the campfire goes out.
I'm gonna jump in front of the whip.
Huh?
I'm gonna jump in front of the hit.
Give me a reflex.
15.
15 to hit. All right, so you lunge in and you grab the sword.
I just want to grab a sword and just unsheath
You grab a
it.
dagger from the sheath because he's holding the sword.
Okay.
Reflex. 14.
14.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You take 4 slashing damage from the whip. And a little boy jumps out, and across his chest, and you hear him, and he's onto the ground. And
I'm gonna stand up and say, I put out the fucking campfire so that we can fucking leave. Do you have a problem?
You're not and then they're going to turn and realize that someone's being attacked, and they're all drawing weapons now. And so you grab the dagger. You have it. You're pulling it out. Now you have a dagger, which is a D4 damage, and it's if you're proficient with it, then it's finesse and it takes your. However, in retaliation, the people around him and him, who is wearing or wielding a short sword. God damn. 1 hits. The other 3 do not. 3 damage. So that is those 4.
I don't have a whole lot of hit points.
The other 4 are
Hands up. Hands up. I'm gonna drop my pan.
Gotta cut that, I guess. That's gonna get us fucking.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Real close there, bud.
I gotta beep that out.
I'm gonna drop the pan next to him.
Okay. Are you staying on the ground?
Yeah, I'm reaching over for the pan.
You're reaching for the pan?
Yeah, stealthily.
Give me a stealth roll.
The campfire's out. I don't know if that helps it.
14.
Stealth at all.
Alright, well that's a nat 20.
You fucker. No, it's not.
17, yeah. Well, okay. 17 and 15 and 14 on the
None of
die.
them. I don't want them all.
They all reroll.
Suck. Alright.
The 4 that were around you all gets perception checks. So, they did.
Did pointing out the campfire help at all?
They're about 5 feet from you guys. So
Okay.
it would have helped for the ones who were further away, who are closer to R9. But they're relatively on. It's not like you guys are in like the deep, like Underdark, where there's absolutely no light. There's still moonlight. So a foot steps on the handle very close to your hand. And they grab onto you. Do you fight, Falco?
I was just trying to give him back his pan.
I just dropped my pan.
And they pick Falco up, not aggressively, not like cop style, but like, Big Brother style, where you like pick him up by, the shoulders or like right underneath the armpits and just like put him back on his feet and goes, "Do you need the goddamn manacles?" And he's talking to all 3 of you.
He
All
got.
4 of you,
He
really.
was getting the pan for me.
I'm gonna say
no.
None of you could take me in a fair fight and throw the dagger down.
Great. Get in fucking line.
I'm gonna fucking kill every single one of them.
So they're gonna pick up the pan and the dagger, and they're going to keep you guys in line. There's 2 of them in front of you. There's 2 of them on either side of you, and the rest are watching the caboose. And they walk you back. It is fairly long. It seems shorter though. Like, what's up?
Partway there, or just a little bit. Partway through this journey.
Oh, we're partway.
We did it.
Can I just kind of
What a lying sack of shit satyr, man.
Can I just try to nudge one of the other people that I'm with to, like, seemingly on accident, but, like, cause something?
Oh, like him?
Yeah. Or the metal man.
To what?
Cause something.
Cause something? I already did. Caused my damage to happen.
And your purple, like, secretion is seeping from your breastplate. Just underneath.
Gross.
Yeah. Oh, it smells like, windshield wiper fluid. Antifreeze. No, it smells like antifreeze.
Antifreeze, so that sweet
Antifreeze.
smell?
Yeah. Do you guys do anything?
I'm gonna trip.
You're gonna trip?
Yeah. Damn it!
Okay. So you
Hold
trip, and they halt, and they wait for you to...
Sorry. My back hurts.
I mean, I've been down to help him, and as I do...
Hey, stay. He can get up. He's a grown-ass boy.
He's a tiny boy. Come on.
Yeah, and he can figure it out. You cause enough trouble. He's gonna, like, look at R9. No more shit.
I got it, okay.
I've had an upsetting night. We lost some
fucking
people.
ran away.
We lost some
Goddamn
people.
woods. And he's gonna look around.
Are they...
It's woods. And...
Is it woods? You seem unsure about that.
Get fucking moving. Are you up on your feet?
Yeah, I'll get it.
And one of them behind you brushes your back off.
Thank you.
How quietly can I do the verbal side of...
Depends on your roll. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Sorry, guys. $13.
It's a nat 20 and a 16 on the die.
And are we
Two of
gonna...
them miss.
And am I going to be able to finish it?
What are you casting and how long?
It's a one action.
Right, 6 seconds. What are you casting?
Sorry.
Be sorry. You're usually sorry.
I mean, usually. Fucking goddamn. D&D Beyond.
It's never been easier.
Never been easier.
So my camera on this one has a face tracker. Wait, it's right.
Yeah.
It's right there. And every time I move, it moves my face.
Okay. I'm gonna use thaumaturgy.
Okay.
To change the color of all of their torches.
Okay.
To black.
Ooh. Like the black lightsaber, it illuminates, but is black in light. That's interesting.
I can
So
also use
the
it.
actual light coming from it is still proper torchlight. But the coloration of what you see the flame as
is black.
Is black.
I can also then use it to, since I can use it multiple times, and have the same different effects going at once.
Are you checking this? Yeah. Yep, you can have up to 3 for a minute each.
I'm going to dim them.
Okay.
So it is dim light instead of torchlight.
Is that the woods again?
Is Falco asking?
Yeah.
And one that
Looking
is to
around.
the left of Surtos goes, nah, it's just fuckboy saying some magic shit.
Oh.
You sure that's me?
I'm gonna grab a
pretty
guy's
sure he thinks it's
shirt
weird.
just to hold on. I'm not trying to do anything, I promise.
He'll hold on to your hand.
I'm going to kind of... I would like to try to act like I'm comforting Falco. It's okay, they just don't understand. They don't understand the nature of these woods. They don't know what we've seen. I'm going to try and genuinely deceive them into believing that...
Roll deception, I would say with disadvantage because a fair number of them have
heard you whispering and saying your incantations.
Deception, right?
Yeah, at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. 12.
Okay. They just keep, they're ignoring you.
Yeah,
shit.
I'll figure.
But maybe Falco's scared. Who knows? I don't know if that's genuine kid or if that's conniving Blake.
Might be a both, but no.
Yeah, it's a good mixture.
Yeah.
You guys walk for a while, and it does seem like it's less amount of time getting out of the woods as it was going through them. And you come to the tree line, and it is stopped raining about 20 minutes ago. You see just off in the distance in the kind of clearing in this prairie type of landscape that it's opened up into, the caravan has been camped out, and it's like they have awnings that come out over the whipmasters and stuff, and they have all the wagons are covered with the canvas still. You can smell proper food being cooked on a fire. There are 3 separate fires that have been made. And you hear one of the whipmasters that have been escorting you go, "Fucking finally. God, I need to change my socks." And
it didn't feel like it took us as long to get back?
It's like, it's very much like when you are going into an unknown place. It seems like it took you a lot longer to get where you were.
Because you're scoping it out.
Versus going back. It always seems like it's quicker going back.
Yeah.
And that's the same mentality as what happened here. They seem to have a better grasp of
The
their
area.
Yeah, of like their surroundings. It might be because they had spent more time searching the area and like looking for you fuckers than they would have liked. But the headmaster, he comes to meet you guys. This is somebody you guys haven't dealt with before, but he seems to be a ranking, of the, the ranking officer of the whipmasters, and he's like, fuck, where's the rest of you?
If you can see from our friend here, since none of the rest of your lower officers seemingly wanted to hear, we ran into some difficulty with kelpies. Or do I even know what they are? Water horse things that fucking drown people. It suctioned this guy's hand to it, and he ate it off.
Good God. Get that one to the infirmary wagon. We gotta get him.
It drowned another one of us.
So how many of that are dead?
2.
You got 2 dead? Wait.
The old lady was with
Where's
him.
the other one?
Satyr.
What?
Satyr
Little
took her.
Goat man thingy.
Somebody else took her?
Yeah.
He was
What
in the
company
woods.
were they with?
He
looked like a goat.
He said he was
a goat.
He was a
killer?
goatman.
Goatman.
From what I've experienced,
Like Gatal? Like his height?
Yeah. Like his
this little
height.
halfling buddies?
And he said he was a Jotun.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know either, but he took the other one and they vanished in the forest. I'm pretty sure the rest of your men here can explain to you that they went around the forest for how many hours was it, boys?
And, none of them respond.
It was way too long, wasn't it? It was. Your incompetence is showing in your men. If they can't find us, a metal man, a child, and a fucking horn guy who's pretty obvious, along with a grandma who got stolen after they almost caught us, maybe you should probably look at getting some new guards.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe we could just tie you up to that fence post again and have another night.
And would that solve any of your problems?
Have you eaten?
No.
Get to the caravan, get to your wagon, and get food in you. Now.
Okay.
You guys head out?
Yep.
Ziemniak goes, now. And she goes as well.
Shut your beak.
I just go to the wagon.
You gotta get me double helpings.
And seeing that's so fucking choice. That's exactly what someone would say. Oh my
Get
god.
your ass over here.
I'll go get a plate, I'll give it to Surtos, and then I'll go to the caravan.
Oh my god. In passing one of them, they go, hey boy, you leaking? Hey,
That's your boys that damaged it.
do you need to get healed? Do you need the infirmary?
Ooh, I do.
Or you need the infirmary?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you need healed? Hey, follow me.
A tree scratched me really bad.
Alright.
Don't lie for them.
I got my ways.
They take you to the infirmary, and a cleric, quote unquote, heals you.
Witch doctor. I would.
I'll probably just still go back to my
Voodoo.
my car.
What? Can I have one of those dolls?
You are property at this point, and you damage property, so they would be very insistent that you be healed and fed and not be damaged upon arrival. So, they will heal you, they will feed you, and they will lock you with more security around your cage and keep it closed. When you're in the wagon and the canvas is over it and you hear multiple chains have been added, you hear the master whipmaster. He comes out and you can see his silhouette against the canvas, and he goes, listen, I get oppression is not for everyone. It's well, it can be unbearable, but you can get out of it. There are ways. It's unfortunate. And pulling stunts like these, they come with consequences. There are responsibilities even for slaves. The cost of life, the needless loss. It's a weighing. And for some, it equates to like coin of value that's dropped, and that's what they lose. But for others, it's friends. It's people you've looked out for and tried to protect. People like Tibbs. I'm not sure what happened to her, and honestly, it doesn't sound like there's going to be any way to ever be sure.
Probably freer than you are.
Those
sounds so free.
Those who flee have to be recognizable from those who are faithful and who are able to obey and know their place.
Maybe you don't know our place. Maybe we don't want you to decide that. But for the main part, you're selling us short. And you know better.
It's not my place.
Have a good
to know
night.
much of anything. So you don't eat, right? Okay.
I flavor my food.
Huh?
I flavor my food.
Pancakes. You lots of like streams, babbling brooks apparently are happening. I didn't want it to be in this part.
Falco had a pee.
Yeah,
It's just pissing off the
just,
side now.
It was just a raging stream coming
Held
out.
this so long.
Morning comes. R9731 is confused on why the rest of them haven't woken up yet. This is about the time people wake up. The caravan hasn't moved yet. And what?
Since I had a double dose, does that make it really fucking bad?
Like drool from your mouth.
Am I dead?
One
Am I dead?
one leg is up on the bench, and the other like your arms are flailed everywhere.
I'm gonna sleep like Ryder. Like he starts off like side by side, kind of by Surtos, but then like turns cockeyed and puts like feet on his face.
Yeah, to turn the perpendicular.
Just randomly in the middle of the night. So I'm gonna wake up like that.
They come out. You hear R9 is still inactive at this point. You haven't technically woken up yet. But you're awake as your warp wars are.
I still see and hear.
Yeah, you still get. You still have to make perception rolls, but they're not at disadvantage. Which is essentially what's happening.
Okay.
So they open up and they start pulling people out and putting manacles on their sleeping bodies. Starting with Falco and Ziemniak, and then further in are you and Surtos, who are sleeping further in. And they grab Surtos and put manacles on him, and he is audibly snoring. Just... and like little Nicky style, where it's like...
demonic coming through.
Like a baby he sleeps. So, with you, they come in with one of those poles that have the sea clams at the end of them. And they are apprehensively coming closer to you, and then they click it around your neck. And one of them holds it there while another one comes and puts manacles on your wrists, and they bring you out. By this time, Falco's waking up as he's being doused with some water. Surtos as well. Surtos takes a little bit more of slapping because he's got that good old double dose. Ziemniak wakes up fairly quickly.
Literally, the wake up is just what?
Yeah, but like end together because you have manacles on. So the double bird in front of the little bird.
Mm-hmm.
And the whipmaster goes, like I said, have to be able to determine those who run from those who can obey. And you notice that there's only one fire that had been going, and in it irons. And they pull from it an iron with an R on the end of it. And on the backs of Falco, or on the back of Falco's neck, they sear an R into your neck. And Falco screams like a little boy would.
Yeah.
So you can see that only on a few of the whipmasters, or on the whipmasters' faces, that they cringe. Like, this is a boy that's being there, and they're like, oh, like that. But then as soon as it's done, they go right back to being reserved, and it gets down to Ziemniak, Surtos. And then with yours, it's a little different. They have to find a crook that's more, more, I don't want to say legible, but like visual part of your neck that isn't just like cropping off wire and such, where they strike it into that as well. And if you guys didn't rest up after this, you would have taken damage as it burns.
I'm gonna, as they're getting ready to do mine, I'm gonna say, you spoke to us about consequences last night. There will be more.
And he goes, my name is Thero. And if you ever get out of here, you can find me.
I won't.
You have been branded with a runaway brand.
I'm gonna look at the rest of them and say, this is the group that you're okay being a part of? Branding a child?
Get back in the wagon. And start shuffling you back in there.
A lot of strong men here. Go whimper off to your fucking piss wives.
You hear one of them say, if the fucking master didn't say And the other one goes, I know, just all fucking night. We'd just beat the shit out, like, all night. He goes, I wouldn't do anything else. As you just hear them talking that way as they walk away from the wagons. The caravan starts, and it starts going.
They're all so dead to me. They're gonna fucking die.
Oh, I'm holding fucking Falco if he lets me.
Yeah.
Greg and Ebron,
I'm holding Falco.
before you guys actually take off and are gone, he is brought from the infirmary wagon back into your wagon. He too has an arm in his neck. And he's like, I heard we are going to Shurpka. Shurpka is where we need to fight in the arena.
Great, so it's another useless town in this fucking plane of existence.
Are there any others?
Planes of existences? Yeah. I came from one that was literally made of fire, and somehow I think it's better than this shithole.
I think there's no way out for me, but there might be one for you in your Shurpka. And that is where we'll end.